What's going on, guys? My name is Nadim, and today we're going to discuss all the ways you can increase your character's level caps in this game, right? There are other ways besides getting dupes. If you're an experienced player, you probably know all of them, but newer players, you might not know all of these ways. So, the first way, very simple, play the game, right? Every single day when you play league battles, you have 4 attempts. If you have the monthly pack, you have 6 attempts, and you can obviously refresh these for 1 gem. I don't recommend doing that, but if you want to, you can. And depending on how many flags you have captured at the end of every game, you get chests, and there's a chance for each of those chests to be a gold chest. If they are, you get a few 4-star character shards, 3 of each, right? It's not much, but it adds up, right? That's the beauty of it. And also, if you play enough every single day to get 10,000 score, you can get this chest here. And this chest is going to give you 6 shards of about 5 or 6 characters with other benefits. So play every single day, get to 10,000 score, and you will be very, very happy, right? At least do your daily missions, get that 1 gem. But if you don't want to do that, just get your 10,000 score every single day. You maximize the amount of step up character shards you can get every single day, right? Also, from league battles, depending on how high you rank at the end of the season, you get universal fragments. Now, of course, universal fragments can be given to any 4-star character. I don't recommend giving them to step ups, but if you really, really love them, you can obviously speed up the process of leveling them up by giving them universal fragments. However, I always recommend saving them for bounty festival characters. That's probably your best bet, right? Depending on how high you rank, you get more, but you start getting them at A minus. You don't get much in A, but starting from S minus, you get a decent amount, and then SS, you get 50 per season, and we get about 2 seasons per month, which is about 100, right? The other way is some challenge battles. After playing the challenge battle, you get shards as well, right? After every game, usually in the boss battles, right? Thank you, M, for reminding me about boss battles. When you get those at the end, you can get shards of random step ups. But more importantly, you can get every time there's a challenge battle about 30 crystal fragments. 30, every single one of them, if you just complete it, which is super boring and super tedious, but 30 per thing with other rewards, of course, is not bad, especially because we can get about like maybe 2, 3, 4 per month, right? It adds up to about 100 on average per month, which 100 per month on league battles, about 100 from these. That's a pretty good amount every single month. Of course, if you're an SS, if you're lower, you get less. But the point is, on average, the average player can assume to get between 100 to 250 shards per month, which is not bad. The other method is the most stupid one. Is this one? You can get lucky and get a 4-star fragment here. If you have the pass, you have every 6 hours a chance. If you don't, you have every 12 hours. So it can happen. It's 1 shard. It's not bad. It's better than nothing, I guess. Special training, right? They need to revamp the special training, give double EXP sometimes and stuff like that, or for certain characters, but that's not the point of this vid. The point here is to say that you can keep your characters running, right? My NL went from 70 to 79 just from running, which is very, very good. My Mihawk went from 80 to 90 from running and me buying his fragments, right? So, buying fragments for Bounty Fest is a pay-to-win thing, but let's get into it. So, you can obviously come to the battle points and get fragments for any step up you want. You can get 10 fragments every single day for 2,500 battle points, which is not bad. If you play the game, you should always have 2,500 every single day. You choose a step up you want and you constantly level them up and put them in the running. Even step ups, if you're leveling up a step up character, make sure they're running. That's extra shards every single day, and you can get up to 13, 14 shards every single day instead of 10, which speeds up the process a lot. So make sure you're leveling up the character you're buying fragments for in this running system. If you're pay to win like myself, you can also buy this pack for $5 a month. This is the worst deal. Never buy this. 10,000 for one thing is terrible. But for 2,500, you can buy 5 fragments of a Bounty Festival character every single month, right? So now I'm buying for Katakuri. I already bought mine, but if I wanted to, I'd buy Mihawk. I get 5 extra shards. This is a pay-to-win thing, but it's $5 a month. A lot of people don't mind spending that. So if you are one of those people, then you can go ahead and you can buy 5 fragments for 2,500, speed up the process of leveling up your Bounty Fest from here and while they're running. Of course, I have 3 running slots because I have the monthly pack, but if you don't, you'll only have 2. So yeah. Ideally, you'd have 2 characters running and 2 characters you're buying battle points for, right? That way you maximize and speed up the process as fast as possible, right? These are the main ways. Of course, the best way is to give them universal fragments. I have 660 right now. I can give it to any character I want. I recommend only giving these to Bounty Festival characters. And yeah, every 200 is a dupe. So if I wanted to right now, I could give NL 200 and he would pretty much go from 80 to 85, which is very nice, right? Every 200 is like getting a dupe. So we get about 200 per month, which is not bad, right? Every month you can give a dupe to whoever you want with other systems. And those are the main ways to get these to level up your characters, of course. Now, let me say this. I've done the math. And oh, sorry, before we get into that, EX characters, you can only have them running, right? There's no other way to level them up besides running and giving them fragments, right? So if you have a Bounty Festival character running and buying their fragments every single day, you get about 8 shards per day, right? 5 from buying and 3 from running, which makes on average from 60 to 100 take about 150 days. 5 months to get a character from 60 to 100. But that's the worst case scenario, right? Every dupe you pull is going to reduce the amount by 25 days. And every 200 fragments you give also is going to reduce the amount by 25 days. So if you have a 5-star, like let's say my NL right now, he's almost 80. He's pretty much 80, right? To take him to 100, it's going to take me 100 days if I buy his fragments every single day. 100 days is about 3 months and a bit. But if I give him, if I pull a dupe, it's going to reduce the amount by 25 days, right? So that's pretty good, right? I'll have all the math down below, right? In the comments or in the description. For non-Bounty Fest, because you can get double the amount of shards, you can get 10 shards a day, and you get them running for about 3 shards per day, sometimes 4. It will speed up the process, but by 1 or 2 days. Then at that point, from 60 to 100 is going to take 92 days, right? Instead of the 150 for a Bounty Fest. And if you get them from 80 to 100, right? Let's say you get lucky in the step ups, you get them to 5-star. It's going to take you only 2 months to get them from 80 to 60 to 100, right? That's 60 days. 2 months only. And the reason it's not, that's one of the reasons it's not worth giving them the Bounty Fest. Every time you get a dupe or you give them 200 universal fragments, it's only going to reduce the amount by 15 days instead of the 25 days that it's going to reduce the amounts for Bounty Fest. And if you don't have the pay to win thing, which is $5 a month, and you can only get them running for 3 shards a day, then your process is going to take much, much, much more time. And at that point, you just have them there as a second and an afterthought, and you want to make sure you're going to main them because it's going to take you maybe a year to get a character from 60 to 100 if you're just running and you never pull a dupe of them. So yeah, it's going to take a long time if you're not going to get your characters. If you only run them, it's going to take you about 300 days, pretty much a year, to get them from 60 to 100. And from 80 to 100 is going to take you about 200 days. From 60 to 80 is going to take you 100 days, but that's not really important. So 80 to 100 is going to take you 200 days, double the amount of time if you're not buying their fragments every single day. So it's going to take a long time. But guys, these are just extra ways besides pulling dupes. Of course, you can always pull dupes and give them universal fragments, and that will reduce the amount of time by a lot. So yeah, that being said, guys, hope you enjoyed. Hope this helped a bit. And yeah, peace.